Hey guys, welcome to our review of the Asiahorse Solar Eclipse LED 120mm fans. So before we get into all the specs, build quality and stuff like that, let's talk about the LEDs, which is probably why you're buying them. They come in a variety of different colors, but be sure to check the link below to check out all the colors available. I got mine in purple, but as you can see, and it's not just because it's on camera, it does also in real life look a little bit pink. However, that doesn't bother me too much since I built it for my mom anyways and she's perfectly fine with pink. But yeah, these fans are really nice. The LEDs are super bright. This is a mirrored dark acrylic side panel and you can still see through very well. Everything's well lit. That just shows you how bright these LEDs are. I believe there are 32 of them? Here, I can check the box. There's quite a few of them on each one, I know that. Okay, it's not on the box. Okay, I'll figure that out and I'll add another clip. But, as I was saying, plenty of LEDs. Here on the front, also a mirrored panel. Looks beautiful. I got 3 of them in the front. These are 120mm and they have 4-pin connections, so they are PWM, which is very nice. So let's talk about the box. They come packaged very nicely in these Asiahorse, nice, sort of bright boxes. They look very nice. They are made of just plain cardboard, so nothing too special about them. Now they have a few specs on them, but other than that, nothing too special. Inside, if you buy the 2-pack like I did, they will come with fan splitters. Well, 1 fan splitter, PWM, and very nicely sleeved. That was actually quite a nice addition. It'll also come with these rubber pads that you put on the actual fan. They stick to the fan, so when you screw it into the case, it'll reduce the vibration. It actually comes with twice as many as you need, which is very nice. And it also comes with 8 screws in each box, which is just the right amount for each fan. So I was unable to find how many lights each one has, but I think that you guys can probably tell they are very bright, and you don't need any more than they already have. There's a few specs on the back of the box. You guys can read those off yourself. However, I'm now going to read off a few extras that I found on their webpage. So the static pressure is 1.21mm H2O. Input is 3.3 watts and 0.28 amps. And the cable length is 40 centimeters. Be sure you're reading the ones for the PWM fans. Of course, you can also buy just the standard 3-pin fans, which are a little bit cheaper, I think. So let's talk about how loud it is. So, we're currently right up next to our case, and we have 4 of these, plus the Intel stock cooler running. It's barely audible. In fact, it's pretty much inaudible unless you try to notice it. There is a very low hum, but it's almost negligible. Now, of course, most people won't even have 4, so you'll probably be even more quiet. This is on the PWM fan curve, of course. And this, actually no, it's PWM control on a silent fan curve that I set myself, using the BIOS, which of course you can tweak yourself also, depending on how fast you want them running. So right now I have them on a very low speed because our computer is at idle. And I also did another test where I ramped up an IDA64 stress test, and the only extra noise is from the CPU cooler, pretty much. However, I have an experiment, in case you want to know what will happen if you only have 3-pin fan headers, and you still want to run these fans. Which what that means is, while you can run them, they will all be running at full speed all the time. And now that we've got them at full speed, of course, all 4 fans, other than the CPU fan. We have 4 of these fans, all at full speed, right next up to the case. And it's still not that loud. Of course, it's very audible at this point, and it could annoy some people. Which is why I would not recommend these fans if you only have 3-pin. They do have another version that's even a little bit cheaper, that's 3-pin only, and that would be what I recommend for your case. Of course, the 3-pin fans, as you probably saw in the specs sheet earlier I showed you, they actually have a lower noise output. So they have been optimized for running at full speed all the time, while these have not. So yeah, I definitely recommend those if you're only going 3-pin. However, if you have these lying around, they will still work. Just note they will be quite loud. So now that we've got one of them removed from our case, let's take a little bit of a closer look at them. The fan cable, I should say, is all black, so it'll be quite sleek and not too noticeable. Of course, 4-pin for PWM. You can see that there are these indents in the corners where the screws go on both sides. This side I rubber attached. Why? Because that's the side that contacts the case contacts the case when I screw it into the case. So this will help dampen the noise, and as I said, these are included. Now, the airflow, I don't think I saw any arrows. I could be mistaken. I don't remember seeing any arrows on this one. So yeah, there are no arrows to tell you where the airflow is. However, I will just tell you, it comes this way. So it goes in the direction of the sticker. So if I had the sticker placed down, it would go, the airflow would go this way. Here, if we take an even closer look, you can see all the tiny little LEDs. Very cool. It is made of all plastic, however it feels like very durable plastic. The bearing is very smooth. And the sticker, I believe, is removable, although I haven't really tried. You can see it has sort of a unique design here, because in addition to the black plastic fan blades, which are very sleek looking by the way, they also have this clear plastic ring around it that spins with the fan. I don't know if that's to help with stability or to help spread the light from the LEDs, but I mean it works fine, so I have no complaints. And you can also see, if you look pretty closely here, especially on the other side. Oh, it's actually, yeah, it's too hard to tell. But there's like notches cut into the fan blades to help with air turbulence. And yeah, that's about it for the physical overview here. You've already heard how loud it runs, which is not very loud, as I said. Runs very, very well. Keeps my thermals on this PC very nice, albeit it's a very, very weak PC. Well, not very weak, but like compared to something like an $1,000 build, it is quite weak. So adding 4 of these is probably overkill, but to be honest, I did it for the lights. So that's going to be it for this video. Hope this really helped you. Feel free to ask me any more questions you might have, and thank you guys for watching.